So guys, what's up? Or anything? So only few students requested. Only very few students requested for the tute number 42. Only very few. Then ask. Okay. Because I know that the one the math means the question number PDF number 42 is bit hard. Those who do the stuff, it seems to be like really easy. But actually that paper is really hard. That's why I ask you, only those who need ask me. Because otherwise I know that if you couldn't do that, you get like disappointed. And also I decided another thing. I will talk about that a little bit later because I have to wait for the others to join now. දන්නවනේ මේ මිනිස්සු join වෙද්දී 65ක් යනවනේ 8:30 කියන එක එකකින්වත් ඔළුවේ නැහැ. කොහොම යන්නේ ඉස්සර ටික. I think it's really important. And I'm planning to do something different even. Now today we are just about to learn very important lesson. I sent you the PDF already. Pressure, hydrostatic pressure, and the other thing called what? Density and many more. Upthrust, and another thing called Pascal theorem. This is what the inclusion of that. But unfortunately, in this week, I got very low answer sheet ratio. Very low answer sheet ratio. I couldn't ask you even because I was busy here. The reason is my dad got sick, like a sudden cardiac arrest, like of blood clot, something happened. So I had to spend like many nights in this hospital. So all I had to do is like managing some daytime, spending the night there. But I can still remember, but none of you were really keen in this week. But I extremely needed the answer script, but I couldn't ask you. Because the later end of that worksheet is about the lesson that I am going to start today. And there are some kind of practical aspect even, but unfortunately I couldn't carry out the practical thingy, prepare the stuff, because of I was extremely busy with the hospital stuff. Right. Let me know one thing. Are we going to start the lesson today or practice more questions? But my perspective is to start the lesson today. Give me a vote now. I will only consider the majority of the votes. Give me quickly. Lesson or questions? Majority questions only with questions karamu. But if the majority ask me about do the lesson, okay. First what is about lesson? Lesson. Others. Yeah, you can have your time on yourself. Okay, I'm getting votes. So I think it's better to start the lesson now. Lesson, because I got like 5 such what votes for lesson. So my plan is also to do the lesson. Shall we start the lesson then? It's a very new lesson. Absolutely important lesson. Hydrostatic. Right? Shall we start? Okay. Let's start the lesson. Okay, guys, let's start the lesson. Open a very new, very huge topic. Very huge topic. And put that fluid statics. Fluid statics. Fluid statics. It seems to me that you don't hear me. Am I lagging for you? Am I kind of lagging for you? Because by my board drawings, I see a bit later. Am I lagging? ළමයි මෙසේජ් එකක් දාන්න පටස් ගාලා මාව ලැග් වෙනවා මොන හරිද කියලා. Guys, don't you hear me? Hello? Can anybody speak? මාව ඇහෙනවද කියලා බලන්න.
ඇහෙනවා සර්.
Real time?
ඔව්.
හරි. Okay. I'm getting the message now quickly. Okay. Good study. And study of, write this, study of physical properties. Study of physical properties. Study of physical properties. Physical properties. Physical properties. Study of physical properties of. Study of physical properties of fluids. Fluids. Study of physical properties of fluids is known as fluid statics. Fluid statics. Fluid statics. Okay. Now write under that first subtopic, density. 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 By the way, another thing I have to discuss with you. I am about to just kind of accelerate. See whether it is okay for you. See whether it is okay for you. I'm going to kind of accelerate. Like so, do this lesson bit faster, not extremely, bit faster than the other lesson, because now we don't have much time to spend, because basic lessons already done. Very basic things are really done. So you might be able to understand anything from here, because the very basics from all the lessons are covered now. Okay, now write the definition of this one. Mass per unit volume. Mass per unit volume of a substance. Mass per unit volume of a substance is known as density. Of a substance is known as density. By the way, I have to tell you another thing. So my dad returned to home today because after that sickness. So there are many people who had come to my home and to see him and visit and see his conditions and relatives, and you will hear very multiple voices all over. So
That's only for today because they are there to see his condition now. Okay, so mass per unit volume of a substance is known as density, right? Let's see how the density may change of any substance of a unit volume. What is a unit volume? First of all, tell me what is a unit length? Can anybody tell me what is a unit length? Because SI units. Can't you remember units? Units and dimensions were our first lesson. Units. Yeah. Length is meter. Time is seconds. Mass is kilogram. Like that. Unit, this is for unit length. How about unit area? Area. What is the unit? Can anybody tell me the unit of area? Okay, that means 1 square meter. Unit area means 1 square meter. Then what is it going to be? Unit volume. Unit volume. Yeah, 1 cubic meter. 1 cubic meter is the unit volume. Okay, now consider there is 1 cubic meter here and certain mass of m. M kilograms. So this is filled with a certain material, like of an oil or whatever. Now it is filled in. Okay, how to measure this one now? So density is equals to mass over volume. Density is equals to mass over volume. D equals to M over V. D equals to what? Kg M minus 3. Right? It is Kg M minus 3. Okay, can you understand? Fluid is Kg M minus 3, the unit is. Okay. Now have a good look at, because this is the symbol equation. Meanwhile, this is the word equation. Now have a good look at how the mass is in kilograms, and this one is in cubic meter. So the resultant density is what? Unit of resultant density is kg m minus 3. Very simple. Quickly fill this. These things you know since your O level. I'm just revising your knowledge. But there are many things how to apply. That's why I asked you to complete the midweek worksheet. Unfortunately, most of the students haven't even touched the midweek worksheet for some weird reason. Very bad. I'm talking about this worksheet, my dear. In this worksheet, first few are the kind of energy. Very simple questions. Great. And I add this one, the next week lesson intro. In that one, what you have to do, define density, state the equation of density, explain how does the density varies with material to material. In the next one, show that how to obtain mass body by taking the volume of following shapes: cube with the side of length A, cuboid with the length of B, and these ones, unfortunately, there were students who sent me, but now I'm really sad because many of those students didn't send me the worksheet properly, right? See, define pressure and how everything changed. If you could write the answer for this one, it's really interesting. Am I lagging? Okay, guys, can you hear me now? Am I still kind of lagging? Am I still kind of lagging? Yeah, it seems to be.
No,
Huh?
sir.
Yeah, give me a 1 minute. Give me a 1 minute. I'll change the network. How about now? Can you tell me? Am I clear or very bad?
Fine, sir.
Fine, good. Yeah, it seems real time now. Very good. Okay. Okay. So, did you copy this one now to your book? Do you copy this one to your book now? Right. Good. Now, shall we start those questions? Because most of you guys didn't send me the answers. So, define density we just did. Equation we just did. Right. Not the hair operator thing I'm going to do now. So that's something we have to do like a bit later. Give me 1 minute. Mhm. Shall we start these questions? I'll give you like 5 minutes. Right? It's a very simple question. you'd better write the question and try to write the answer. But try this in somewhere, not in your writing book. Because if you just waste your writing book on writing something, your own answer, you might also go wrong in there. If you go wrong, you might find some false stuff in your book. So find out your papers and write. When you write this in your textbook, writing book, when I say the real answer, so better to write this question first and answer. Okay. So start write the question first on your writing book. Write the answer in somewhere. Next question also, write the question in your book, write the answer somewhere. So when I say the real answer, copy my answers. If you are really confident of your answer only, copy that to your answer. Now I am going to share you the time. Start now. Wait. Explain how does the density varies with material to material. You may search and find, but I will explain you now. How does the start with material to material? I'll bring this question a bit down. Now, certain materials have really high density. Example, copper, F, iron, mercury is the highest. Gold, මතක නෑ මට symbol එක chemistry. Gold, silver. Right? These are really heavy. Because why? In a certain space, the volume under certain fixed volume, but the mass is higher or lower. In a certain fixed volume, some materials take higher mass, meanwhile some others take lower mass. Because of the nature of the material, if the bonds are really tighter and the atomic weight is really higher, atomic or the molecular weight is really higher, and it is like a solid and the bonds are closely packed, it has a high density. Now, there are some molecular mass is really high, but unfortunately, the bonds are molecules are far away from each other. It's like a gaseous status or liquid, so the density is lower, relatively lower. So the reason is in a very small volume, if there is a higher mass, the density is higher. If in a certain fixed volume, if the mass is lower, density is lower. This depends on with the material nature. You can explain material to material, likes of the gold. You can explain the atomic structure. It's a metal. It has some fixed orientation. The atoms are vibrating. It's a fixed, and the atomic mass of the gold is really heavier than other elements. And taking a certain gas like carbon dioxide, you can say carbon dioxide is a gas and it has a very weak bond. So because of the weak bond arrangement, the molecules are far away from each other. So there is a very mass, but empty space among all those molecules. So in a certain fixed volume, the mass of the content is very low. So the density of carbon dioxide is low. So you can get this content and write your own answer. I only said the content only. So you have to put enough your own answer. I don't have time to spend too much in that type of silly question. Right. Show that how to obtain mass by taking volume of the following different shapes, considering density as rho. You have to keep this writing in your book, the topic question cube with the side length A. You might be thinking, why the heck he is just practicing us some geometry, right? It is all-level type of geometry here. It is really essential, right? There will be many questions. Students find it really hard. All thanks to what? Their lack of geometric knowledge. I can't find this because I have forgotten this equation. That's how they may say. So be really alert on this type of shapes and volume and those very basic what properties, materialistic properties and the geometric properties. Now, how to find out the volume of this one? What is the volume? How can you write? One length is L, this one is L, and the other side is L. The volume is length into breadth into height. So in this case, the volume is L by L by, oh, sorry. Everything is A. One side is A by A by A. So the volume is A to the power 3. Now you have to find out the mass. You have to find out what? Mass. Show that. Okay. What is the basic equation? Density equals to mass over volume. Here density is rho. It is rho. And what is my volume? Volume equals to A to the power 3, this one. So you have to cross multiply and obtain the answer. D A to the power, rho A to the power. Did you get this answer? AU gold, AG silver. Yeah. Good. Now I remember the word aurum, gold for aurum. Latin alternative and AG is argentum. Yeah. Because of lack of practice, I forgot that stuff. Otherwise, I still remember. Did you get this answer? Did anybody get this answer? Okay, guys. Let's move on to the next part. Now it is volume equals what? Length into breadth into height. How to get the volume? A, B, and H. A, this one is B, and H. What is it? Just you can write A, B, H. Right. Now you know what is my equation? Rho equals to M over B. Now M equals to what? Rho times A, B, H. Very simple. You will find how important this part is very soon. Very soon. Copy this. Give you like another 20 seconds. Melamai. I need to know one thing, guys. The thing I badly need is what? Thing I badly need is this thing. I know I need you guys to draw diagrams faster. That means you can draw ugly diagrams. Right? Because I don't need any artist here. If there is an artist, I really appreciate. But in the physics subject itself, I don't need artist. Right? I am a kind of an artist myself as well. I can draw. I can draw your guys' portrait even using graphic tablet. Graphic tablet is really hard to use and draw a kind of portrait, but I can. Right? But in my physics diagrams, I don't use that much. I use the diagrams really kind of what? Weird manner. Right? Because why? I don't want to spend more time. I just draw. But ugly means not like this. If you draw this diagram, like imagine you draw like this. Certain set. You can't see where is the like A L H. No. You can't see it like a what? Cuboid. So you'd better draw something like this. Ugly one. Don't use rulers and stuff. This type of one, this type of one, this type of one. Here, here, here. That's enough. And mark like what? A, B, and H. That's enough. You can write like A, B, and H on mark one. Enough? No? Very quickly, only you take like 10 seconds. But if you want to maintain a very proper, beautiful note, and with all the colors and highlights, yes, please do. If you are like that, if you want to maintain a very nice note, beautiful note, so the option, there is an option, what? Maintain one book, an ugly book for the class. Now during the next week, you have a whole week, copy that note back to your real book, taking your time, highlight it, use your ruler, write the equations. So do all the bullshit on that. That's the best option. Because that is really well nice. Why? Then you will be writing the same thing back again with more intention. It's also really advantageous if you really need nice diagrams. But here in this class, if you are only pointing one book, if you are writing this, you will have to increase your speed a lot in future. If you are still drawing and using pencil and the protectors and compass and all the stuff and rulers, highlighters, please, you won't be able to understand what I'm taking. කැතනන්දරකමක් නැහැ වෙයි තේරෙන්න. මම බලමු දැන් කැතට අඳින සිලින්ඩර් එක. But you can still see this one as a cylinder. That's enough. Radius R and length L. Good. You have to find out the area first. How to find out the volume? Volume equals to area into L. What is area? Area equals to pi R square, because this cross-sectional area is a circle. Volume is what? Pi R square L. Now you have to find out the density. Sorry, mass density over volume. Mass equals to density times pi R squared L. Got it? Now a prism. So what is the cross-sectional area? Half into base into height. So what is my volume? It is almost going to be half into base into height times L. So density equals to mass over volume. Sorry, mass over volume. Mass equals to density multiplied by volume. Mass is again half V H L rho. Very simple. Copy this one too. Okay, guys. I hope you understand. I think that's enough for you. Oh my God. I was talking for many longer time with microphone is off. I was talking like, so did you read that tweet? I saw the tweet name while I was solving, I talked. But unfortunately, I have turned off the microphone without knowing that I was talking. So by the way, so did you read this tweet? So here, likes of the state of matter like solid, liquid, and gases, and the particle arrangement and the density. How does the density change? Those things did you read? Guys, did you read? Okay, you hadn't had much time, I know. Okay, I didn't send the tweet because if I send, you did, I could have sent the tweet earlier. You wouldn't try the questions by searching it in the internet because I sent the first question, few questions to do in the last midweek worksheet for you to search and write now. Okay, now have a really good look at here. Density, we learned. Next foremost thing is pressure, right? Pressure. Pressure. What is the unit of pressure? Pascal. Pascal. Okay. Now, can anybody tell me what is the unit of pressure? Sorry, definition of pressure. What is the definition of pressure, guys? Mass per unit. Sorry. Pressure apply. Sorry, force. Force applied on a unit area perpendicular to the area, perpendicular to the area, force applied. Right? The amount of force and the area. How to write the area equation? Now the pressure equation here. Pressure equals to force over area. Actually, the perpendicular area. The area should be perpendicular to the force actually. And there is another unit here apart from Pascal, that is Newtons per square meter. That means Nm minus 2. Nm minus 2. So copy all these. Copy all of these. Done. Good. I gave you enough time. So now write how does the pressure varies with other properties. Now have a really good look at here. Pressure only varies with two factors. Write it with the triple star. Pressure only varies with two factors. Two factors. What are the two factors? One is the force. The other one is area. Pressure. Have a good look at. Pressure is directly proportional to the force. So as the force increase, pressure keep increasing. The very next one is pressure is inversely proportional to the area. As that means when the area increases, pressure decreases. And when the area decreases, pressure keep increase. So copy this one quickly. Okay, කීර්තනා ගන්න. කීර්තනාගේ අසාමාන්‍ය ස්පීඩ් එකත් එක්ක නම් අනිත් කට්ටියව මම කම්පෙයාර් කරන්නේ නැහැ. So it's like a bullet train. But I'm talking about the regular people. If you can speed yourself up to Kirtana's level, you can do the A level really fast. Because why? Fast writing, fast drawing, and more concentration. You have to listen carefully, understand slowly, but have to write and draw things faster. That's the basic rule. If you spend more time on drawing, highlighting, writing, but lesser time to concentrate, when I explain, you still draw. Useless, useless, completely useless. Okay, guys. Now let me explain you effect of force. Effect of force. මෙන්න මේ හරිය වගේ කතා කරද්දි ළමයි ඔයාලට කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් නම් මට මේක හරි ආතල් එකේ කරන්න පුළුවන්. අරුමෙට මගේ ක්ලාස් එකේ ඉන්නවා අමුතු જાතියක් ජීවීන් කොට්ටාසයක්. එයාලට කියන්නේ මෙන්න මෙහෙම වචනයක්. මොකක්ද දන්නවද? Introverts. Wow. එයාලා හරි ආසාවෙන් කියනවා. So I am an introvert. Oh my god. So unfortunately ඔයාලා introverts ලා නිසා මට මේකේ ආතල් එක එළියට ගන්න හම්බ වෙන්නේ නැහැ. පොඩ්ඩක් ක්ලාස් එකක් කරද්දී පොඩ්ඩක් කික් එකේ කරන්න පුළුවන් නම් ඒක අමාරු. Right. Effect of force. ඔයාලා හිතන්න මම කියනවා ඔයාගේ කකුල මෙතන තියෙනවා. This is where your feet. You are just stretching your feet and you are just sitting in a very awkward position. Right? අම්මට ඉතින් මනුස්සයෙක්ට වඩා නිකන් ගෙම්බෙක් වගේ හිටන්න නිකමක් නෑ. හරි. ඉන්න ටේබල් එකේ නිකන් sorry chair එකේ දෙගෙන ටේබල් එකකින් එළියට කකුල දාන ටේබල් නැතුව නිකන් තැනක නිකන් කියමු කොරිඩෝ එකක වගේ ඉන්න. කකුල නිකන් ආගේ දාගෙන. Right. Then you see a very huge guy. Very huge guy. Like who? That notorious Kalutara man. ආංගු වගේ එනවා එන තඩියෙක්. කළුතර තඩියා වගේ. එකෙක් ඇවිල්ලා කකුල පාදනවා. He is going to trample on your feet. And there is a very rickety guy. Very lean. He is not like well over 50 kilogram even. He's a very thin guy. Right? ඉස්සර හිටපු පිම්පොම් වගේ. ඔයාලා දැකලා නැතිවද පිම්පොම් කියලා එකෙක් හිටියේ නළුවේ. දැන් නම් ඌ වෙනම හතයි. කළුතර තඩියා වගේ නම මිනිහත් එක්ක. මම කියන්නේ පිම්පොම් ඉස්සර වගේ. එන ගෙට්ටු බුලට් එක. මූ පාගගෙන ගියාද කියලා අපි දන්නේ. මේක ඇවිල්ලා පාගලා අපි දන්නේත් නෑ බෑගුවත්. දැන් නිකමට හිතන්න කළුතර තඩියා වගේ එකෙක් කකුල බෑගුවොත් මොනවා වෙන්නේ? I experienced that situation, sir. හරි. Which type of tadiya? Is that the Kalutara tadiya type of guy or people type of guy trample on your feet? Which guy? My fifth toe was broken because of a big force exerted by a girl, sir. How did she exert the force? By her own body or likes of like she just banged by she dropped something on your feet or what's happened? Admugan no. By her leg. Oh my god. She might be a very Kalutara Tadiyage wife again. Okay. Now you will feel like almost you will scold him with all your words in your vocabulary. Blah, 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 like that. Oh, you might get painted. Okay, that's fine. That's yes, absolutely. That's fine because why? Ah, දැන් මම මෙහෙම කියමුකෝ. කපල් එකක් කැම්පින් ගහන්න ගිහිල්ලා. ඔකේ ඉන්නවා. දැන් එළියෙන් එනවා කවුද? අලියා. fine. ඇවිල්ලා මොකද කරන්නේ? පාගනවා. කාවද? කොල්ලව පාගන්නේ. මොකද කෙල්ලව බදාගෙන ඉඳලා තියෙන්නේ. කොල්ලව පාගනවා. Right? Trample on the boy. Because the girl is just below her. Because he said he just held her tightly and without letting her to get damaged. But unfortunately, actual force distribution was like this. This is the boy, girl, and the boy is on top of her to protect her, not to do something harm. Now the elephant firstly should trample on the boy. Then the girl may get the force, but he was undamaged. කියපු බොරු එතනම අහුුණානේ. ඇත්ත කතන්දරේ කියන්නද? අලියා එනකොට මූ පැනලා දිව්වා. Ah, you are the one who apply force on other legs. Very bad girl you are. You are very bad. Forward. ඇත්ත කතන්දරේ මූ දිව්වා. අලියා ගියාට පස්සේ ට්‍රැක් දෙකක් ඉඳලා සේප් එකේ පල්ලෙහාට ඇවිල්ලා ෆෝන් එක හොයාගෙන ඕල් එකක් ගහුවා. ඕකයි උනේ කියන්න ඕනේ. ඒ හින්දා කියනවා මම ඒව බෙරගන්න try එකක් දුන්නා. හරි. අලියානේ පැක් හරිද? කොල්ලා අර බෙරගන්න ඉන්නකොට කිව්වලු ඔයා ගොඩක් බරයි කියලා. අලියා පාගපුවම මොකුත් කියලා නැහැ. කොල්ලා මේ උඩ ඉන්නකොට කියලා ඔයා ගොඩක් බරයි කියලා. අප්පට හුදු. ඒ කියන්නේ මූ අලියා නිව්ටන් 50000ක් විතර දෙනකොට කොල්ලට සාමාන්‍ය උපරිම නිව්ටන් 500යි 500ක් 800ක් අතර force එක. බරයි කොල්. කාට කියන්නද? අලියා බර නැහැ. Effect of force, you can understand this one. Right. Now I am going to explain you the effect of area. Effect of area. Tirasa. Tirasa. කතා කරන්න බෑ ටිරස. hey වඩා
Yes,
කතා කරන්න
sir.
පුළුවන් කියලා මම දන්නවනේ කතා කරන්න.
Yes,
මේ
sir.
අයියානේ එහෙම ළමයින්ගේ කකුල් පාගන්නේ ඒකට පවුනේ යාලා. ආ
මගේ size එක ලොකුයි sir.
ඔයා
මට ටිකක්
කියන්නේ
ලොකුයි.
වා ඒක උස මහත විස බීජයක්ද? ආ
ටිකක් විතර.
ඒ කියන්නේ මේ කළුතර තඩියාගේ නංගි වගේද?
ඔව් එහෙම වගේ තමයි sir.
අම්මට උඩු මගේ පොඩි සයිස් කෙල්ලෙක් කියලා බලන් දින දරිත් තියෙන්නේ. දැන් මේව කියමුකෝ. ඒතර ඔයා කරන්නේ අනිත් තුන්ම පොඩ්ඩක් පාගලා පොඩි ආතල්ලයක් ගන්නවනේ.
size එකෙන් ප්‍රයෝජනයක් ගන්නත් ඕනේ sir.
අව්වට උඩු වෙලෙල ඒව තමයි වා කුරුණෑගල නේ අතුගල්පුරේ යතෙක් වගේ ඇති එන. කෙට්ටුන් කකුල් උඩ නැගලා උඩ පනිනවනේ. ඒ කවුද? දෙයත්ගේ කකුල් උඩ නැගලා කවුද උඩ පැන්නේ? They have this particular thing where people tends to stomp the legs when the balance on the chair and something. So the joints can negate of the pressure. Yes, definitely. Joints can negate on the pressure. Now have a very good look at effect of the area. You will really be amazed to see this one. Now, there is a girl. Sorry, there is a boy who's actually not as big as the Aludara. Now imagine bit bigger size guy, bit bigger size guy like a guy dude who Sahas. Sahas is almost like a 6'1" type of dude, ne? Right? He's wearing this type of shoe, regular boys shoe, and one of those uh, goal girl can be Sydney, can be Gayasi, anyone. So from there, who was just like extending their legs without knowing in a school competition or something, right? On a chair, but wasn't aware of that the dude who was walking on the corridor. But the dude is like a very big dude, a boy, not extremely big, like a very big built, sturdily built dude who Rahas. Now he is going to trample along one of theirs legs. Ow! කොයිද මිනිස්සු යන්නේ? ඇස්පියාගෙන යන්නේ කියලා කියනවා. sorry කියලා මිනිස්සු යනවා. Right. Now a girl who's exactly size of a smallest size of girl like Devi, small in her size, right? Very small, grade 6 girl. But imagine now she's done her O level and she just started to do like a job in somewhere until the results to come. Right. Now she's an obese girl for momentarily. Only like some 40 kilograms. Right. Okay. Very thin. Oh, likes of a regular modeling girl who's maintaining her body as thin as they can. But now she's wearing a high heel. Okay, now her weight is very low. එයාගේ බර ඇත්තෙම නෑ. හයි හීල් එකක් පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ මෙවන් නිකන් උල දැක්කහම නිකන් පිස්සු හැදෙනවා. අම්මට උඩු. එයාගේ බර ඇත්තෙම නෑ. දැන් තියලා පාගනවා. right. අන්න මෙයාලගේ කකුල. දැන් ඔයා කැමති අර අපේ සහස් වගේ ටිකක් උෂමහත කොල්ලෙක් ඇවිල්ලා රෙගියුලර් ෂූ එකක් දාලා පාගන එකටද? අපේ දෙව්මි වගේ චූටි බබෙක් ඇවිල්ලා හයි හීල් එකක් දාලා පාගන එක. ඔයාලට ඔප්ෂන් දෙක එකයි තෝරගන්න තියෙන්නේ. Imagine you have two options. One is to let him. Other one is to let her. A and B. Right? Can you understand? You have only two options. You have to choose one of these. That's the biggest thing. Okay? So I will just like get A as for what? No, I will use S. S for Sahas. D for Devmi. Sorry. ඔය දෙන්නගෙන් කාටද ඔයාලා ඉඩ දෙන්නේ? ටක් ගාලා වෝට් කරන්න බෑ. මං අහනවා දෙව්මිටද සහස්ටද? Okay. හරි. ටක් ගාලා දාන්න. Poll is there. අපි බලමු percentage එක. Oh my god. Only 3 votes. ඔයාලගේ නම් පේන්නෙත් නැහැනේ කවුද වෝට් කරේ කියලා. ඔයාලා ඡන්දේ දාන්න පුරුදු කරනවා. ළමයි ටක් ගාලා. අද ඔයාලා මම ඡන්දෙකුත් ධම්මල යවන්නේ. ටක් ගාලා quickly. ළමයි ඔයාලට මේ පෝල් එකට දාන්න ඔයාලගේ නමක් පෙන්වන්නෙත් නැහැ කවුද දැම්මේ කියලාවත් පෙන්වන්නේ නැහැ බයින්න එපා. නැත්තම් ඉන්ට්‍රෝවර්ස්ලාට ඒකත් අවුල් ඇතිනේ. නෑ ඔයාලගේ නමත් මුකුත් පෙන්වන්නේ නැහැ මම. රිසල්ට් එක විතරයි වැටෙන්නේ උඩ. How many people? Only 64% participated me. Imagine how lame you are. තුන් හතර දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා මේකට මේ I ask you yes vote. Which one would you like to let do that Sahas dude or Devmi do girl? තුන් හතර දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා සද්ද නැතුව. ඔයාලගේ නම none of your name, nothing appear on here. You just touch the, if you don't know, if you choose what Sahas, click on S. If you choose Devmi, click on D. And submit. Okay. I submitted from my other device as well. Oh my god. 3 votes are still to come. No, 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 no. You don't have any option. You have to choose. You have a choice. If you don't do, you will get a gunshot. So you will definitely have to choose one. Apo. I got the what? Let me show you the finalized result in poll. Okay. Share result. Now I'm sharing the result. See how lame you guys really are. මේ නමක් මුකුත් වැටෙන්නේ නැහැනේ බෝල් එකේ. Nothing is on the screen. You can see only the percentage. Only 11 participated. Can you understand? Very bad, ne? Very bad. Okay. Now close from your side. There is a close button. Close that. Otherwise, it will be appearing. Now, you everybody apart from Devmi, I think she just marked her one as Devmi because it's herself. Everybody choose dude Sahas. Why? He's big, but his weight is high. But his contact area is really safe. මම මේකට ලස්සන එක්ස්පෙරිමන්ට් එකකුත් ලෑස්ති කරන් තිබුණේ. අද මට ඒව ටික මේ ලොන්ච් කරන්න බැරි වුණා ළමයි. ලැබුණ සතිය මම ඒව කොහොම කරනවා? අනිවාර්යෙන් කරනවා. ඔයාලට මේ ලෙසන්ස් ප්‍රැක්ටිකලි කරලා පෙන්නන්න ඕනේ. නැත්නම් පොඩ්ඩක් ස්පීඩ් එක මම වැඩි කරලා ප්‍රැක්ටිකල් පැත්ත වැඩි කරනවා. හරි? ස්පීඩ් එක චුට්ටක් වැඩි කරනවා එක්ස්ප්ලেইন කරන්න. ප්‍රැක්ටිකල් පැත්ත වැඩි කරලා එකක් නෑර කරනවා. ඒකට ඔයාලට අයිඩියා එක පට්ටට යයි. හරි? Effect of the area, everybody chose Sahas dude. Why? She is very lightweighted, but the problem is her contact area is really low. It will penetrate through your leg. Office අක්කා කෙනෙක් බස් එකක වගේ යනකොට පෑගුවොත් එහෙම අම්මට පුඩු සඳ වැවලෙන්න බෑගන. So have a good look at, we used to say like මන්නේ මොට්ට වෙලා පිහිය මොට්ට වෙලා. Why? මොට්ට වෙනවා means it has like a really sharpened edge like this. This one is sharpened. When you sharpen means when you enlarge, see, when you enlarge and you will see it is no longer edgy. You have to like do something called muak තියනවා. Muak තියනවා means you resharpen. You resharpen by removing this edge. Now see, it is too edgy now. It can just apply really high pressure on something. Now this one has a low area. Area is very low. So once you apply certain force downward under this lower area, same force, but very low area. Very low area, the pressure is really high. That pressure is more than enough to but just cut someone's neck. Right? Okay. In a nail. This is the shape of a nail. Why? When you hammer, this low contact area apply a really big force on the wooden plank or something, now the nail can penetrate through it because of the high pressure it creates. Can you understand? These things are really important. Yeah. Can you understand? Okay, now effect of the force. Now write the subtopic of effect of force. When applying a higher force, the pressure is usually high. Compared to lower force. Now you can write your example within your own words. Write your own words. Because the force is directly proportional to the pressure. Write that point too. Okay. Now write effect of area. Area is inversely proportional to the pressure. As area increases, the pressure decreases. When the area is smaller, pressure is high. Right. ඔයා අහලා තියෙනවද? හරක් එරෙන මඩ ගොඩේ කලින්ට යන්න පුළුවන්. This is the size of jumbo, right? But the size of a bull is this much. But the bull gets stuck in the marshy land, muddy land, bull gets stuck. But the elephant can easily cross over. Why? Elephant is really heavy. WA is what? WB bull. But there is an advantage in the elephant. What? Area of elephant and area of the bull. Why? WA is greater than of WB. Elephant. And WB is lower. But the problem is not that. Area elephant is way bigger than area of the foot of bull. මේ හරක්ගේ කකුල් එන මේ මෙන්න මෙහෙම නිකන් අමුතු විදියට නෙදින්නේ. මොනවාම නිකන් පොඩි පුර වගේ තියෙනවා. පොඩියට තියෙන. අලියාගේ මොනේ මේ අම්මටුඩු වංගෙඩි වගේ තටි කකුල්. තේරුණානේ? තේරුණාද කතන්දරේ? You can add this one to the diagram even. There is another practical application. You might not have experienced this in your day-to-day life, who knows? Those who in some village type of rural area, they might have. So when the rainy season, you might have to cross over kind of muddy land, kind of. If it is a mass, you wouldn't ever. This is a kind of muddy land. So you have to cross over on foot. There's a trick that it won't let you stuck in the mud. What is that technique you can apply? What make a cross over නිකම් මඩේ තිබ්බොත් ධනිස්ස ගාවට විතර එරෙනවා. සමහරක් විට ඉන ගාවට මැරෙයි. එහෙම එරෙන්න. Up to like your knee. Yes, definitely. Sahas is absolutely correct. Sahas is absolutely correct. මට මතකයි මම 10 වසරේ ඉද්දි කොහොම වෙලක ඉවුරක් නැත්තෙන් එහා පැත්තේ මම යනවා වෙලෙන් එහාට ක්‍රිකට් ගහන්න. නියර කියලා තියෙනවා. මම මේක දිගේ යනවා. මගේ යාළුවෙක් කියා චනුක කියලා උගේ ගෙදර බල්ලෙක් ඉන්නවා මම උට පයින් ගහලා මත කොහෙද බල්ලා මාත් එක්ක මාර තරහයි මාව දැක්ක තැන කන් දෙන්න. අම්මට උඩු චනුකයාගේ බල්ලාව කියන්නකො මේ ඉස්සරහට. උගේ ගෙවල් ගාවත් නෙමෙයි යා. දැන් මට සාමාන්‍යයෙන් පයින් එකක් දෙන්නවත් විදියක් නැහැ. දැන් බල්ලාට මාව ක්‍රොස් කරලා යන්න බෑයි මම පයින් ගහන නිසා මට බල්ලාව ක්‍රොස් කරලා යන්න බෑ යහපන් නිසා. අඩියක් මෙහාට වුණා මේක පස් කඩලා ගියා. බැටරි කෙලින්ම වෙලේ පෙරළුන්නේ නැහැ. පෙරලෙන්න මම ලෙස්සලා එහෙමම ඉතුණා. හොඳම ආතල් එක කියන්නේ ළමයි. මගේ කොහොම හරි ඉන ගාවට විතර වෙන්න වගේ පැස යන. මම ටක් ගාලා අතින් අල්ලගත්තා මේක. තව බැස්සොත් එහෙම බඩු ගනිස්නේ. මම දඟලන්න යට දැම්මා. මම බැලුවා හරියන්නේ නැහැ කවුරු හරි එතනින් එයිද? එනකන් ඉන්නවා කියලා මම මේ ඉවුර අල්ලගෙන හිටියා. හරි. එහෙම ඉන්නකොට තව බෝල් ගහන්න අයියා කෙනෙක් යන්න ආවා. ඌමාව ගන්න ගිහිල්ලා උගෙත් කකුලක් එරුණා. කොහොම හරි තව දුරු කෙනෙක් ඇවිල්ලා අත් දෙක දාලා මාව මුඩට උස්සලා එන්න ගේමක් දීලා ගත්තා. මම දාගෙන ගියේ ස්ලිපර්ස් දෙකේම ගෙලින්ම ගන්නම් මුන්න එක අඩි. පට එරිලා කෙරුණා. සමහරක් විට මම කවුරු හරි එනකන් වාඩි වෙන්නේ නැතුව දැඟලුවා නම් එහෙම මම සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම එරිලා යන්නේ. නිකම් වෙලා හොඳට වැහපු කාලේ. අපි මඩගොලේ ක්‍රිකට් ගහනවානේ. එක මේ 10 වසර ඉන්න කාලේ ක්‍රිකට් ගහනවා කියන්නේ ඊට වඩා දෙයක්. This type of scenario, if you ever have to cross over, you have to use the wooden plank. You have to lay a wooden plank on top of that. Then you can cross over the marshy, that muddy land, really easily. You can walk. Why? Now you have virtually increased your area since your weight is the same. But now your area has increased because you are just keeping the step on this huge wooden plank. Your weight is distributed throughout this area. So now force over area is the pressure factor. Area is very big now. So the pressure dramatically dropped a lot even though your weight is the same. Can you understand this practical application? තේරුණාද? ආදියන්ද උදේ ඔය කියන්නේ නැත්නම් මේක ඇතුලේ මේ 23 වගේ ඔය ඒ කියලා කෑ ගන්න පුළුවන් ඉතින් 23 කියනන් ඉන්නවා මාරු සෙට් එකක් සම්මට උදු ඔය ඒ කියන්න කියපු ගමන් කට්ටිය මර හඬ දීලා ඔය ඒ කියලා කෑ ගන්න නැද්ද මෙතන කවුරු ඔය ඒ ගන්න මම ආර ලැජ්ජකාරයෝ අකිලාස්ල මාඩවත් බැරිද අකිලාස්ල aren't you the newcomer Akilaslam? Are you an introvert too? Akila, are you an introvert too? You are a Canadian.
Yes, sir.
Introvert though.
Yeah.
අයියෝ ඉතින් පුතේ බලන්නකෝ එයාත් introvert නේ කරන්නේ කොල්ලෝ දෙන්නත් මේක YouTube එකක් introvert කියලාකෝ. ඊරස විතරයි මං දැන් චුට්ටක් හරි introvert නැද්ද නේ? කීර්තනා ඔයා පොඩ්ඩක් introvert නෙමෙයිනේ. කීර්තනා
ඔව් සර්.
පොඩ්ඩක් ඔය කියපු පාට ටික ආදල් වෙනවා.
ඒ රචන කියන්නේ නැහැ කියලා සර් දන්නවා.
ඔයා කියන්නේ නැද්ද ඔය කියලා?
නෑ.
අම්මා එයා හරියන්නේ නැහැ කියන්නකෝ. කතා නම් කරනවා බුලට් එක. ඔය කියන්න බැලුවා. ඉරස ඔය කියන අමාරුයිද? ඔය සයිස් එකෙන් ප්‍රයෝජනයක් ගන්න නිකන් කුරුණා එකල එල්ලිලා යන්න ඔය ඒ ගන්න.
I don't have a gut.
මොකද?
ඒ වගේ දෙයක් කියන ගට් එකක් නැහැ සර්.
අයියෝ ගට් එක හදාගමු ගට් එක හදාගමු. නිකන් අමරයිද කියන වගේ නිකන් ගම මදි. කවන්නේ අපි මම කොහොම හරි වල කට්ටියකින් අඩුම ගානේ භාගයට භාගයක් ඒ ලෙවල් කරලා යන්න කලින් පොඩි යම්මක් හදවලා යවන්න. ඕන තැනක ගිහලා නිකන් ඕ යේ ගන්න. ටික හදන්න. හරියයි.
The issue about that word is
What? What word? Sahas? Hello? සහස්ගේ තමයි මෙතන තියෙන පට්ටම වොයිස් එක තියෙන්නේ. උඹ කතා කරන්නේ ඉතින් අඩුවෙන් කියන්නේ. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ලක්ෂයකට එකක් විතර එන වොයිස් එකක් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන උඹ කතා කරන්නේ නැහැ.
the issue with that phrase is like requires some, I would say, a certain degree of like energy.
What
Do that.
energy you are talking about?
Some spirit. In
What?
my case, I'm running on coffee, so I don't have it.
That means what spirit you don't have?
Like to utter a phrase like "oh yeah," like that.
Aha, oh yeah. කතා කරන්න කොයිද? Oh yeah කියලා නිකන් වාගේ ටෝන් එකකින් කියන්නේ.
I think it's a case of not being used to it. You scream a lot in announcing, but not that.
Oh yeah. Ele. අපි වැඩේ පටන් ගමු. Now I think you have a proper idea about the pressure thingy. Isn't that? Yes කියන්නකෝ ඔය කියන්න එපා. නේද?
Yes sir.
අම්මේ ඇති අම්මෝ ඇති උන්ට. Right. Shall we write? අදිසි මේ තියෙන දෙව්මිගේ high heel එක. දෙව්මිගේ high heel එක බලන්න. 400 newton හරි මම ගත්තෙත් කිලෝ 40ක කෙල්ලෙක් නේ. 400 newton 1 centimeter. See the pressure. Wow. Can you imagine? It is 40 atmospheric pressure. 1 atmospheric pressure is like 1 atmospheric pressure is ATM is 1 into 10 to the power 5 Pascal, right? Is 10 to the power 6, that means 10 times and 4. It is like 40 ATM, atmospheric pressure. පට්ට pressure එකක් කෑලි ගලවලා යන pressure එකක්. Okay. දෙව්මි තමයි ඔය වගේ වැඩ කරන්නේ. මේ අපේ අලියා. අලියෙක් පාගපුවම කොහොමද කියලා බලමු. ඔබ බලන්න. හොඳට බලන්න. අලියෙක් පාගපුවම 1000 square centimeters තියෙන්නේ. වෙන අලියෙක් පාගනවා 40,000 newton. බලන්න pressure එක කොච්චරද? 4 into 10 to the power 5. ඒ කියන්නේ මං කියවනේ atmospheric pressure එක 1 into 10 to the power 5 නේ. නේද? ඒතකොට ratio එක කොච්චරද? 4 atm. දෙව්වි පාගපුවාම 40 atm. දැන් මට කියන්න ඔයාලට ලාභ කාට කියලා පාග ගන්න එකද? දෙව්විට කියලාද අලියට කියලාද? තාර කරලා දෙච්චද්ද? ඇත්තටම අර මේ කවුද ටෙන්ට් එකේ ගහපු අලියා ගහලා පැය ගානක් කතා කරගෙන හිටියා කියන්නේ ඇත්ත වෙන්න. The elephant is in this time user friendly, right? Elephant is much better in this time. Oh shit, no. Elephant is much better in this moment. Can you understand? හරිනේ? Okay, pressure in liquids. ඔතෙන්ට එන්න ඕනේ. ඔතෙන්ට එන්න ඕනේ pressure in liquids කියන කතන්දරේට. හැබැයි ඊට කලින් මං චූටි දෙයක් කියලා ඉන්නම්. යන්න find out the density of an irregular shaped object. Irregular shaped object, small object. සිත්නි කියලා තියෙන්නේ උනාට දෙව් පිට කියලා මා ගන්න කවුලක් නැහැ අලියට කියනකොට කියලා විශ්සුද අලියා 48 480 දෙව්මිය exerts a 48 නෑ නිකමල හිතන්න ඇට්මොස්ෆියරික් ප්‍රෙෂර් කියන්නේ වෙන භයානක එකක් අපිට තේරෙන්නේ නැති වුණාට මොකද හතර වටේම ගානට ඉක්වලි හම්බ වෙන නිසා ඒක වෙනස තේරෙන්නේ සයිඩ් එකකට පැත්ත වැඩි වුණොත් එම කඩලා යන්නේ ගෑලි වලට. උඩින් මම මේක වීඩියෝ ලස්සන නම් ඉන්න. You have to use what this type of what do we call it? Measuring cylinder. You have to use this type of measuring cylinder and add some water. Add some amount of water. එච්චරක් විතර වගේ දාන්න. Okay, lamai. Now you mark the initial reading. You mark the initial reading is somewhere like this one. This is what R1. Okay. Check. Oh no. Right. Now this is what you are one. Now what you are going to do is you are going to drop certain irregular shaped object into this using you can lower it using thread or something. You can just drop whatever. Now you have dropped this. This is inside the tube. Measuring cylinder. This is inside the measuring cylinder. Now what would happen? Now this will definitely raise the amount. This will definitely raise the amount. This is R2. Now, how can you find the volume? You can find out the volume delta V minus what? R2 minus R1 because this directly gives the volume. Because this instrument is measuring cylinder. You can directly measure the mass. Sorry, volume. So how find out the density. Density is equal to mass over volume. First step is you have to measure the mass of this one using a electronic balance. Mass is by electronic balance. Electronic balance. So you have to find out the volume because there is no proper equation to use because irregular shaped object. With water displacement method, you can, this is the volume, exactly delta volume equals to the volume of what? Object. Delta volume is exactly equals to what? Volume of object. Understand? This is a really important and interesting experiment. You may try it. Quickly. Try it. Ready? No, you can write the electronic balance. No problem. In marking scheme, I will show you in the marking scheme, electronic balance is allowed. Or you can write chemical balance. Or like triple beam balance is useless. Electronic balance is the one now using. Copy this one quickly. Hurry. Done. Good. After that, we have to do something called fluid pressure and some questions. After done the fluid pressure, we can do many questions. Good questions, exam level questions. So far, okay. So shall we get an interval and rejoin? Do you need 15-minute interval or 20 minutes? ටක් ගාලා දාන්න මට ඔකට පෝල් හදා දාන්න බෑ ටක් ගාලා දාන්න 20 minutes or 15 minutes ටක් ගාලා කියන්න this is A this is B ඒද Bද ටක් ගාලා කට්ටියම ගොඩ දෙනෙක් කියන්නේ 15 නැති කියලා හරි right I'll give you a 15-minute interval now this is about give you the timer they increase the stopwatch. Oh, see, no. Yeah, your time is on. Take your 15-minute interval. Interval. Hello, guys. Hello. Hi, guys.
Yes, sir.
Are you there? Oh, Katrina, I know the about it. About it, name. Hello. Hello. Guys. Hi, guys. Kamu tuh Hai, no, ini katiya. Oh, yeah. Ela. Vinadiyak Gamu. So now tell me, how did you feel today's lesson so far? Could you understand the very basics, like density and how to apply with the multiple densities, and just like how to apply the pressure and how does it change? And the next thing is like measuring unknown volume sorry, density of a certain volume. Okay. Right, right. So start write this one. Fluid pressure. Fluid pressure. Fluid pressure. Fluid pressure. Now tell me how to measure the pressure of a fluid. Now you know that you can apply a pressure on certain object, certain surface area by applying a certain force of F. Isn't that? That's the same mechanism. You apply the pressure on certain area, on certain area for a liquid. Right. Let me just explain you something. Now imagine there is a certain fluid like this. Let me apply this. I should minimize actually. Right. Okay. Now imagine certain imaginary area of certain fluid like this. Fluid exerts its own pressure. Now I'm going to find out the pressure at this point. P. Pressure at this point. How? Now this is what type of shape? This one has a cross-section area of H, A, and the height of H. And this whole liquid has a density of rho. So how to find out pressure? You know that there is a force which is downward. There is a force which is applied to downwards like this. Force is applying just downwards. So we know that pressure equals to force over area. Force over area. What is the force? What is the force? What is the force now? I am going to ask you a question. What is the force here? Huh? This looks ugly. Ne? What is the force? Force is nothing other than weight. Weight equals to force equals to weight. Weight equals to mg. Right. We know one thing, density equals to mass over volume. Mass equals to density into volume. Equation number 2. Now, can't you tell me what is the volume here? How to find out the volume? Volume is nothing other than this surface area multiplied by the height. Okay, volume is surface area multiplied by height. You can just plug this in and the mass becomes what? Rho A H, rho A H, number 3. And weight equals what? Mg. So you substitute this M value there. What is my weight now? Weight equals rho A, rho A. I'll just write like it in one another. H, A, rho G. H, A, rho G. Number 4. Now what can I do here? Now I can substitute this 1, 2 there for the F. Equation number 4 substituted into equation number 1. So I may get it like this way. V equals to HA rho G divided by A. So you can see the very clear result now. V equals to H rho G. Copy this diagram to Suna. And let me know if you don't understand something. I'll explain everything. Okay, done. What විනාඩියක් විතර දෙන්න. Enough, ne? Now let me draw a certain diagram. I need your comment. Okay. Now have a good look at sit now. This one is filled in with a certain fluid. Right. Now have a good look at here. Now I will mark it like this one is A, B, A. This one is B, B, B. This one is B, C. This is B, C. This one is D, B, D. This one is E, P, E. Right. Okay. Now copy this into your diagram. Variation of pressure with different shaped object. Different shaped object. Variation of pressure with different shaped objects. Okay. Sekarang sekarang. Okay, Lamai. Have you finished drawing this one? ඔයාලා මේක draw කරලා ඉවරයිද? Can you show the previous note a bit? Okay, okay. You are talking about this one. Previous note means this part. Akila, are you talking about this part?
Yes, sir.
Okay. ඔයා අර කියන තරම් introvert නම් නෙමෙයි. කතා කරනවා නම් ටිකක් හරි. මේ ඉන්නවා professional introverts. Their job is to be a introvert. Akila, ලියාගෙන ඉවරයිද? Akila, have you finished writing?
Yes, sir. Done.
Done?
Yeah.
Okay. ඔම කතා කරලා ඉන්න කොහේ හොඳට මැටි. This is the limit I want. That's enough. More than enough. Okay. Now I'm going to launch a poll. You have to say which pressure is greatest. Whether PA is greatest, whether PB is greatest, whatever. You have to draw your poll. Now quickly say the answer. There is the poll now. You can see now. Which one would you like? Okay, I got a one result. I got a true result now. Takkardan. ඔයාලගේ නම මුකුත් වැඩෙන්නේ නැහැ. I don't see any of your name or nothing. මට ළමයින්ගේ idea එක විතරයි දැනගන්න ඕනේ. Okay. Now so far C is the winner. Okay. He is rapidly chasing behind C. Wow, it's interesting. Wow. Oh my God. It's a very close battle now. Either seed. Unfortunately, only 7 votes so far. There are 12 students already in the class, this one. Right, currently at this moment, I get only 8 votes. ළමයි 4 දිනක් ඉන්නවා මොකද කියන මට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ උන්ට මං ගානවා දැන් ආව. ළමයි to vote that just press A, B, C, D or E and submit. And press the submit button. ළමයි ඔය ඉතුරු 4 දෙනා එක්ක රීසන් එකක් කියන්න ඕනේ ඒක දාන්න බැරි. දැම්මේ නැත්නම් මම ක්ලාස් එක මෙතනින් එහාටද කන්ටිනියු කරන්නේ නැහැ. දාපු නැති 4 දෙනා. අනිත් කට්ටියගෙත් කාලේ නාස්ති කරනවා ඔයාලා. මේ නමක් ගමන් මුකුත් වැඩෙන්නේ නැති එකකට මේ රිසල්ට් එකක් දාන්න බැරි නම් ඔයාලා මොකද අප්පා. Yeah, MST. Yeah, your answer is dead right, MST. හරි. හරි. එහෙනම් මොකක් හරි රීසන් එකක් දාන්න ඕනේ. උත්තරයක් දාන්න නැත්නම් මේකේ තියෙන රීසන් එකක් දාන්න. Okay. I'm now ending the poll. Right? Now you see the result. See? ඔයාලට මේක ස්ක්‍රෝල් කරලා බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. ABC ස්ක්‍රෝල් කරලා බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. No result for D. Up and down scroll කරලා බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. So only one answer I got so far. Correct answer. Only one correct answer. All the pressures are the same. PA equals to PB, PB equals to PC, PC equals to PD, PD equals to PC, PE, and all the pressures have the same pressure of what? P equals to H rho G. Wow. හිතුවේ නෑනේ. හිතුවේවත් නැති දවසක හිතන්නේ නැතිවම කියලා සිතුවක්. අපි ආයිමත් ඒ පාරේම. They thought, this is very low. Make a namila. මෙහෙමනේ තියෙන්නේ. Wow, it's very interesting නේ. නායක වගේ. සිවන් නායා වගේනේ. සිවන් නායා වගේනේ. ඒක තමයි කිව්වේ only one answer කියලා. ඔයාගේ තමයි එකම answer එක. Only one answer means only I got your answer. ඉතින් අර poll එකට දාපු නැති කට්ටිය මම කියන්නේ රීසන් එකක් තියෙනවා නම් දාන්න කියලා. කෙනෙක්ට හිතුණා නම් it is not the answer. ටක්ගාලා direct message එකක් දැම්ම සර් මොකේටවත් අයිති නෑ නේ. ඔයාලා මරු ළමයිලා. තව කෙනෙක්ට හිතුණා අම්මට ඊ තමයි answer එක කියලා. මොකද මේ හිත පලාතක් මෙතන යටට වැටුණා. තව එකෙක්ට හිතුණා ඊ තමයි කියලා. මේ ඔක්කොම යටට මෙහෙම සෙට් එක. වැඩක් නෑ ළමයි. perpendicular height එක අපි ගන්න. මොන height එකද? perpendicular height එක. මේක length එක නෙමෙයි. කෙනෙක් හිතුණා මේක දිගයි කියලා. දිග වැඩක් නෑ. perpendicular height එක. Right? What is this term? What are these terms? P is pressure. H is perpendicular height. Rho is density. G is gravitational acceleration. Gravitational acceleration. හරි නේද? Okay. Okay. Now have a good look at pressure changing with few factors. Remember that for a certain liquid, this is the same liquid. If the liquid is the same, it is a constant. Right? Now the next thing is gravitational acceleration. It is a constant itself near the Earth's surface. So what is the only variability? The height can be varied higher or lower. Accordingly, pressure goes high or lower. Only variability is what? Height. If the height is same, only what? Only variability is height. Only variability is height. එනම් මොකද වෙන්නේ? So තේරෙනවද? Pressure changes. Pressure changes only with what? With perpendicular height. Perpendicular height. මේක height කිව්වම දිග කියන එක හිතනව නෑ. දිග වැඩක් නෑ. මෙන්න මෙහෙම ගත්තොත් මෙයාගේ දිග L කියලා කියමුකෝ. මෙයාගේ perpendicular height එක මොකක්ද? angle එක θ නම් L cos θ නේ. මෙයා නැමිලා තිබ්බොත් ඒත් perpendicular height එක පිටතයි. shape is irrelevant. තරු ලකුණු තුනක් විතර දාලා ලියන්න. shape is irrelevant. මේකේ shape එක අදාළ නැහැ. මේ කොහේ හරි තැනක මේ equation එකත් shape එක තියෙනවද? Is there any shape? No. H rho g විතරනේ තියෙන්නේ. Everything is depending on with the factors in the equation. Only factor is height factor, density factor, gravity factor. These two factors are constant. Only variability is height. So pressure goes high or low according to the conditions. That's it. Can you understand? ළමයි තේරුණාද ඒක?
Yes, sir.
Good. මොනවාම කතා කරලා ඉඳලා අඩුම ගානේ මං කියන්නේ නැහැ ඔයාලා අර 23 ළමයි ටිකයි අර ලන්ඩන් ටික වගේ නිකන් අර කෑකෝ ගහලා ඌ කියලා ඉදී කියලා. 23 ළමයි නම් කියවනෝ විතරයි. ඒ කියන්නේ නිකන් අර ෂෝකටිව් ලන්ඩන් සෙට් එක කියවනෝ විතරක් නෙමෙයි අමුකුණුවක්ම කියවන. එච්චර දුරට දාලා යන්නේ නැහැ කීයරවත්. මං හිතන්නේ නැහැ ඔයාලට අවුරුදු 30ක් වෙද්දිවත් ඒ ලෙවල් එකට යයි. ඔයාලා හදිච්ච ක්‍රමයක් තියෙනවනේ ඒ ඇති. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් අවශ්‍ය දෙයක කතා කරන්න. Just talk when there is necessary. If I ask, Lamai, can you understand this one? Yes, sir. Sir, I have seen this type of example. That's good. Sir, Maradina වගේ වැඩ මොඩක් තුනක්. Like that. Just the communication is the key. මම කිව්වනේ මට දැන් අද කික් එක පොඩ්ඩක් මදි මම නැත්තම් මේ ඊට වඩා මේ ෆිසිකල් බෝඩ් එක ගාවත් අපි ඒ වෙලාවට ප්‍රැක්ටිකල්ස් දේවල් ටික කරලා පෙන්නන්න හිටියේ. අර ඩෑඩ් ගියා සමීටත් එක්ක පොඩ්ඩක් කර ඒකට පොඩ්ඩක් ඉරවුණා මාර විදිහට. සහ මෙන්ටලිටි අවුල්නේ වගේ දෙයක් වුණා. So the mentality was not stronger. So now it's all fine. You can concentrate on the stuff. හරි. මෙන්න මේක හොඳට ඔලුවට ගන්න. තේරුණාද දැන් මම කියපු එක? අනේ. හරි. එහෙම නම් ළමයි පොඩි ප්‍රශ්න ටිකකට යන්න මේක. ටිකක් ප්‍රශ්න සෙට් එකකට යන්න. එහෙනම් බබා ප්‍රශ්න තියෙන්නේ මේ වල. මම මිඩ් වීක් එකේ තමයි සුප්ලි මේවා ටික දෙන්නේ. මේ ස්පෙસિෆික් ග්‍රැවිටි මේකත් කරලා ඉමු ළමයි. ප්‍රශ්න ටිකට යන්න කලින් පොඩ්ඩක් අර ස්පෙસિෆික් ග්‍රැවිටි එකත් අතරේ කරලා ඉමු. හරි. මම මේක අරගෙනත් පෙන්නන්නම්. ලියන්න සබ්ටොපික් එකක් ස්පෙસિෆික් ග්‍රැවිටි. ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ඒකට අපි කියනවා relative density කියලා. relative density. specific gravity එහෙම නැත්නම් relative density. දාන්න topic එක. specific gravity. එහෙම නැත්නම් relative density and write no unit. No unit. Okay. How to write the relative density? Relative density equals density over density of water. Okay, density over density of water. Copy this. Now, have a look at this example given. Methylated spirit. Methylated spirit කියන වෙන මොකුත් නෙමෙයි. ඔය ගොඩක් alcohol අපි ගන්න මේ burning වලට spirit එක spirit lamp වල alcohol කියලාම ගන්නම්කො alcohol. Relative density. So what is the density of here? 800 kg m minus 3 divided by 1000 kg m minus 3. So kg to kg cancel, m minus 3 to m minus 3 cancel, 00 to 00 cancel. So what is the result? You get 0.8 only as a number, because why? All the units are gone. Units have cancelled. Cancel. Unit you are here. So that's the same thing for here. Now you can do it as it mind even. Aluminium 2700 divided by 1000. What is it? 2.7. Water 1000 divided by 1000 itself 1. Let 11,400. You divide that by 1000, 11.4. Understand? Specific gravity. This is a different thing, grams per cubic meter. This is kilograms per cubic meter. Density can be expressed in any of these units. හරිද ළමයි? හරිද කොළණී?
Yes, sir.
Okay. ඉතුරු ටික එක්සැම්පල් ගෙදරදී ඔයාලා ගණන් ටික හදලා දාගන්න. ඒක මහා මැජික් නේ. මට දැන් පොඩි දෙයක් කියනකොට අද මම පොඩ්ඩක් වැඩිපුර ස්පීඩ් එකේ කරේ. මේ ස්පීඩ් එක හොඳයිද පොඩ්ඩක් වැඩිද? දැක්කාලා කියන්නේ. Is this speed is too much or manageable? Let me know guys quickly. If I am too fast, I will just slow down a bit. If this one is okay, I'll be continuing with this speed. No problem. Okay. Problem තියෙන කට්ටිය එහෙම ඉන්නවද? Quite fine. Good. එහෙම අවුලක් නැහැ. මට හිතෙනවා මේ ස්පීඩ් එකෙන් දැන් යන්න පුළුවන් කියලා. මොකද බේසික්ස් දන්නවනේ මම. Everybody knows the basics now. For the first 8 questions, I'll give you like time of 15 minutes. විනාඩි 15ක් දෙන්නන්නේ. ඉඩ අවුන්නේ. I'll give you like 15 minutes. That's enough. And in the midweek worksheet, I will give you unbearably hard questions. Don't worry. First one, I will be starting up with very simple questions. After that, I'm going to advance into extreme hard. Right. Okay, I have to ask you a very important question now. Okay. Okay. I'm going to ask you a very important question. Right. දැන් මෙතන තිබුණා නේද question එක. පොඩ්ඩක් ඉන්න මම එකට දාන්න එකක් කොහොමද? Right. I'm planning something. My plan is to launch something like this. Make a new group. Of this class. But in that new group, no new class is going to do. Same class, but going to add more complicated question paper, more hard. Actually, you don't need much harder ones. But if you are really curious enough, that's why I didn't give you the midweek worksheet 42 for all. ඉල්ලලා ගත්ත කට්ටිය විතරයි. මම එයාලව තමයි හිතේ මාක් කරන් ඉන්නේ group එකට දාන්න. Is there anybody who needs to join? But if you join, you have to do that. So I normally share you 2 worksheets. One is A, right? A, and midweek worksheet, special one, B, very special one. But those who willing to join to the new group, they have to do this one and this one both. මම දැන් අර කලින් යොපු කට්ටියව කන්සිඩර් කරන්නද වැඩේට new group එකට දාලා මේ අමාරු ගණන් ටික එහෙම දීලා ටිකක් ඒ කියන්නේ ඒව හදනවා කියන්නේ අනිවාර්යයි. ඒ කියන්නේ නිකම් ඒ නෙමෙයි. ලකුණු 90 පැනපු සුපිරියේ. මොකද කියන්නේ දාන්නද එපාද? දාන්න ඕන කට්ටිය මට ප්‍රයිවට්ලි මැසේජ් කරන්න. දැන් නෙමෙයි. මම ඔන්න බේසික් අයිඩියා එක දුන්නා. Now I'm going to launch this meeting quickly. Yeah. At the time. Okay, start. Start questions. Done? Have you done this one? කීවෙනි ප්‍රශ්න දින්නේ කියලා හරි කියන්න මම දැන් ඩිස්කස් කරන්න පටන් ගන්න යන්නේ. හරි මම පටන් ගන්නවා. Okay. Density. What is the definition we learned today itself? Density is what? Mass per unit volume. Mass per unit volume. What is pressure? Force exerted on a unit area. And specific gravity is what? The ratio of what? Density of a material with what? Density of water. What is the density of an object of mass equals to 100 grams and volume of 20 cubic centimeters? Yeah, you can write it like this. MOV. I'll tell you like a one method. Grams over 20 cm3. So what can I write like? 5 G cm minus 3 in cubic centimeters, grams per cubic centimeter. Right. In the same way, I can substitute this in SI units. 100 into 10 to the power minus 3 to convert grams to kilogram. And the volume cm3. This is very interesting. 20 into 10 to the power minus 6. Is there anybody who don't understand why did I take minus 6? Is there anybody who don't understand why did I multiply by minus 6? දැක්කලා කියන්න. ඉන්නවා නම් ඔව් කියන්න. Units and dimension. Simple thing. So the length. How to convert the length in centimeters? You have to convert to meters. What can you do? You have to multiply by 10 to the power minus 2. This one, breadth in centimeters. I have to convert to meters. Again, 10 to the power minus 2. Height in centimeters. I have to convert to meters in 10 to the power minus 2. So, how to get the overall multiplication? 10 to the power minus 2 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 2, 10 to the power minus 2, or all what? 10 to the power minus 6. That's the factor. Now, let's get the answer in 5 and 3 gone. So, what is it? A equals 5,000 kg m minus 3. Can you understand? Can you understand? You can keep it in GCM3 if they ask, or convert to kilograms per cubic meter. Can you understand the concept of the conversion?
Yes, sir.
කතා කරන්න. Guys. Hello, guys.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. තව කවුද ඉන්නේ කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් කෙනෙක්? හරි. How good. What is the mass of an object equals to 3 cubic meters and density of 6,000 kilograms per cubic meter? $18,000 kilograms. If you want to write the units here, minus 3 and plus 3 cancel out, only kilogram remain. Okay. Now let me use the other one. For stone 30 grams placed in a measuring cylinder containing some water, the reading of the level increased from 50 cubic centimeter to 10 cubic centimeter. What is delta V? That is the volume of the cube, cm3 minus 50 cm3. Delta V is 10 cm3. Density of the stone. Density is what? Mass over volume. What is mass? 30 grams over 10 cm3. So you can write that 3 G cm3. In the other way, converting to real SI unit 30 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 10 into 10 to the power minus 6. 3 and it's like 3000 kg m minus 3. Okay. Now in the fifth one, an empty density bottle has a mass of 25 gram and its mass is like 50 gram when it is full of water and 45 when it's in other liquid. This is a really good question. Huh? Empty bottle has a mass of 25. Its mass is 50 when full of water and 45 with another liquid. What is the specific gravity of the liquid? So that means how so this one all together is 25. When you add water, it is 50. 50 means what is the water weight? What is the water weight? W of mass of water is 25 because 50 minus 25 is 25. Now when you fill this one with another liquid, $25 is there. Now overall is 45. What is the liquid mass? 20. Okay. Now what is the specific gravity? 25. So 20 divided by 25. So 4 over 5, that means 0.8 is the specific gravity. What is the density in kilograms per cubic meter? You can easily find that. You can multiply that by mass, specific gravity. 0.8 equals to density over 1000. Density equals to 800 kg m minus 3. If you don't understand what did I do here, relative density equals to density over density of water. This is what I did. I found it is like 0.8 here. I substituted and density I don't know and the density of water is 1000. Now the sixth one, then all of a box weight 100 Newton and its base has a area of 2 square meter. What is the pressure exerted on? What is it? Pressure equals to 100 Newton over 2 square meter. So it's like 50 newtons per square meter. If atmospheric pressure is 100,000 newtons per meter, what is the force exerted on 10 square meter? P equals to F over A. F equals to PA. What is P? It's like 100,000 multiplied by 10 is like 1 into 10 to the power 6. What? Newton. What? That is what the force you have exerted on. Cross multiplication. When a මේ ටික නම් ගොඩාක් ඕනේ බර්නූලි කරද්දී ඒ නිසා උඩට මතක තියාගන්න බර්නූලි කොට දාන්න බෑ ඔය ටික නැතුව. මේ ටික explain the following still heels more like blue smart clothes and Eskimos wear snowshoes. It's useful to camels to have large flat feet. මේ දේවල් ටික ගෙදරදී හොයලා ලියන්න. ඒක මම කරන එක තේරුම් නැහැ. හරි. මම දැන් ඔයාලට week worksheet එකක් දානවා. මොනින්ම ඒක මට අනිවාර්යෙන් කරලා එවන්න තමයි. හරි. fluid static වල ලබන සතියේ පොඩි දෙයක් තියෙනවා කරලා අදෝනවා ටිකක් exam level එකේ පට්ට ගණන් ටිකක්. හරි. exam level එකේ සුපිරි ගණන් ටිකක් අදෝනවා. fluid static sorry. ඊළඟට Pascal theorem එක කරාට පස්සේ fluid statics ඉවරයි. ඊට පස්සේ fluid dynamic මේ කියන්නේ plane එකක් උඩට නගන scene එකේ ඉඳන්ම එතන තියෙනවා. හරිනේ? එහෙනම් අපි වැඩේ අද ඉවරක් කරලා දාමු ළමයි. God bless you. Class is over. Bye ළමයි. Bye කියලාවත් කියනවා ලබු. කියන්නවත් නැතුව දුවනවා.
bye sir.
Thank you. එකෙක් ඉන්නවා අඩුම ගන්න. එළගෙනි. God bless you. God bless you.
Good night, sir.